Good morning, students. Today we are going to read a new topic in the methods of the purification, that is simple distillation. So this is a question of paper number 4 chemistry subject O levels. So paper number 4 chemistry subject O level is of alternate to practical, that is in short form called ATP. So concentrate yourself. We are going to read and understand this topic, that is simple distillation. So we are going to start now. Simple distillation is carried out to separate a volatile liquid from a non-volatile solute. So look now, there will be two things. One is volatile liquid and second will be non-volatile solute. So volatile, what is meant by volatile? Volatile stands for whose boiling point is lower, and the non-volatile stands for whose boiling point is higher. Okay, look now. On heating, the volatile liquid boils and turns into vapors. So when we will heat the solution, the volatile liquid will be boiled and turns into vapors. In the condenser, the vapors condenses back into a pure liquid. Hence, the volatile liquid will distill over as the distillate. This is how the volatile liquid will be separated from the non-volatile solute. Okay, the non-volatile solute has a much higher boiling point compared to the volatile liquid and will not distill over during the distillation because its boiling point is higher than the boiling point of the volatile liquid. So it will be left into the container. The non-volatile solute remains as a residue in the distillation flask. In a simple distillation, the boiling and the condensation process occurs only once. So this is very important point to be noted, that boiling and condensation will occur only once. So here is an example that will make our concepts more clear. To obtain pure water from a salt solution, because salt is a thing that is non-volatile and water is more volatile. So we are going to separate pure water from a salt solution. So this is the question which we are going to do. The procedure will be pour the salt solution into a round bottomed flask as shown in the figure. So here is the figure you can see now. So this is a round bottomed flask. So salt solution will be put into the round bottomed flask and some boiling stones for smooth boiling. So the function of the boiling stones will be to distribute the heat uniformly into the water. And the thermometer will be placed in such a way that the bulb of the thermometer will be in parallel to the condenser. So here is the water out. So here is the condenser, and when the vapors will pass through the condenser, it will be turned back into the liquid, pure liquid. So here the collecting vessel, so the pure water will be collected into the container now as a pure liquid distillate. So look now, here the explanation that we are going to read. The distillation flask should not be more than half full. So this is another point to be noted. So the round bottom flask should not be more than half filled. Add a few pieces of the boiling chips to smooth out the boiling, that is to smooth out the vaporization of the liquid. So the function of the boiling stones will be to distribute the heat into the water uniformly. Another very important point that we have not right here. So boil or heat the contents of the flask with the low flame so that the heat will not be concentrated at one point and heat will be distributed uniformly. Okay, ensure that the thermometer is positioned correctly, that the bulb of the thermometer is next to the side arm exiting from the flask. So this is the bulb and this is the exit. So it will be parallel with each other. Heat the flask on a wire gas on sand tray so that the heating is not concentrated on a single point. Heat the solution until it boils. The water will vaporize because that is a volatile liquid and the salt is a non-volatile thing. So water will boil first and it will be, it will turn into the vapors, and vapors will pass through the condensers, and the function of the condensers is the water vapors will turn into the liquid again, and the liquid will be collected into this vessel. So look now, heat the solution until it boils. The water vaporizes, the vapor rises up the flask and enters the condenser. In the condenser, the water vapors condenses into liquid water. Pure water is collected as the distillate in a collecting vessel. The collecting vessel must not be sealed to condenser to avoid the explosion. So this is a very important point, that the collecting vessel should not be, here is the collecting vessel, so collecting vessel should not be packed with the condenser, otherwise it is a danger that the explosion will take place. So this collecting vessel should be separated from the condenser. So this is precautionary measure. Okay, the salt remains in the round bottom flask. So this is how we have obtained the pure water from the salt water. So I hope so this will be much more easy and interesting for you people to understand the lecture now. So read this lecture again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.